was finally able to track down all of the Halo Blind Bag Series 3. And I just wanted to give my quick thoughts and quick impressions on them. Hey, what's up guys? It is Matt Salvatore from Builds with Blocks. Let's start off with the Spartan Hermes. The Spartan Hermes has a new design of the helmet. Originally, it's kind of a little more smoother, but this one's a bit more jagged. The blue is a little more muted than it actually is in the picture. Another thing that I thought, the original coloring was a little more gray on the forearms and the lower legs, but it's actually white. So little difference on the colors, but it still works pretty well. I like the contrast. This Hermes comes with a gravity hammer, so that's kind of cool. I really like this figure. I like how we're getting more female molds. Excellent figure. I'm going to say that the Hermes is one of my favorite figures in this line. I really like the new armor. I like the little more gruff and rough feel that they gave to it. So now let's talk about the Spartan Cohort. I love the metallic green. I've really come around, especially on the newer design. I much prefer this than the Halo 5 version, so I'm happy to see this. This figure comes with a Bulldog shotgun, so I'm always happy to get more of those because I actually really kind of like the design for the Bulldog shotgun. I like that this figure can hold it with both hands. Really impressed with that. Not a whole lot to say about it, but I do like the figure. I think it's pretty cool. Next, on to the Spartan JFO. Now, the Spartan JFO is pink, and it's just not a color for me. I do love this armor. I like the chest plate, and I really like the almost kind of Knight Templar vibe. It's nice that you get a figure that comes with a sniper rifle. It's been a while since we've gotten a sniper rifle, so definitely not my favorite, but there it is for the Spartan JFO. Next, we'll go on to the female Marine with red hair. She's got an assault rifle, and this is just a very similar design to the Marines that we've gotten in the past. We do have the hair sculpt, which is going to be used by Miranda in the 20th anniversary set, so that's kind of cool. I like this figure. I've loved the Marine design, so I am always happy to grab more of them. Next up, we're going on to the Elite Ultra. I love this mold. I love the Elite Ultra design that Infinite's going with, especially with these figures. This color on this Elite is like a turquoise, so not my favorite color, but like I said, I do love the mold. I love the black Under Armour. It's very detailed and with a lot of little grooves and stuff in there, so that's cool. Awesome to always see more plasma repeaters coming. I love the plasma repeater. It's one of my favorite weapons from Reach. There is the Elite Ultra. Next, we'll go on to the Active Camouflage Brute. Now, this Active Camo Brute is the Brute Chieftain, and we got a fully unactive camo in a previous Halo Heroes line, so it's nice to get the camo version of that. We got a camo gravity hammer. The mold's pretty nice. I like the new Chieftain design. Again, this is an active camo, so there's not really much to say about the color because it's clear. I like it quite a bit. And now we're going on to one of the most amazing new additions to the Halo universe, and that's the Grunt Mule. I gotta say, when I was putting this together, and putting grunts together can be quite a pain, especially because you have to take their arms off to put their armor on, and then you gotta put the arms back in, and all this kind of headache. But not so with the Grunt Mule. You see this little groove in his armor? That allows you to put on the armor, take it off, without ever having to remove his arms. It's actually really cool. The weapons casing, or the weapons carrying case itself, is actually really neat. I thought it was going to be bulky and look too big on the Grunt, and then to some extent I think that's what they're going for, is that they want to make it look like this Grunt is weighed down by banished tech, but I think it balances nicely on it, and it's actually not overbearing, whereas to the point where I'm like, oh, that's too big. The color's nice. The only critique I'll say is I don't like that the armor is a different color than the helmet. The helmet's lighter gray, and the armor's kind of a dark gray. So it would have been nice if it was one color all through, maybe the darker gray on the helmet. I do like the darker. I do like the red banished colors on there. Really detailed figure, especially the way that they designed the armor carrying case. Okay, so that's the figures, and last up we have the Wasp. The micro build, the mini micro build, is a lot more intricate than I thought it would be. They are really able to stretch the bounds of how many pieces they can put into one of these little small builds and still make it compact but detailed. I was really impressed with it. The rotors are really cool. The decaling on them is great. I love this the little swivel that they gave you with this. It adds so much that you can kind of pose to whatever direction that you want it to swoop in at. I'm not typically super in a hurry to get the buildable portions of the blind bags, just because I do enjoy mini stuff, but just not as much as I would say the figures. But it's a great little thing for showing scale or something like that if you're ever doing like a stop motion or something like that. So all in all, I'd say that this new blind bag series is pretty awesome. There's a couple of figures in here that I think the colors just really throw me off. Specifically the JFO and the Ultra. The colors detract from the figure itself. Standouts for me, there's quite a few in this. I have to say that I think the Grunt Mule is probably my favorite figure of this, especially with the arm design. I really think that's such an intricate design. The female Marine, I love the Marine design, so nice to actually be able to continue to army build even past the sets and the other packs that we've gotten. I really did like the Hermes. I like the colors, the actual design. So those would probably be my top three: the Mule, then the Hermes, and then the female Marine. Those are probably my top three. But like I said, the only two that are really at the bottom of the list are the Ultra and the JFO, just because color. But I really like this line. I really appreciate all the little details that went into it. So that is just some quick thoughts that I had about this new line. I hope you guys are able to find them. They are hitting shelves, so I was able to actually track mine down at a Dollar General, so check there. They are out there in the wild, so begin the hunt. As always, guys, I'm Matt Salvatore, and this is Builds with Blocks. Evolved.